Hey Gemini, welcome to your March 2025 weekly reading. It's going to be a reading from March 10th until the 16th. So we're just going to go ahead and get started here and jump straight in. I hope you're doing well. I would like to announce really quickly, I still am running a sale on my personal readings. If you're interested in that link will be down below in the description. All right, Gemini, definitely some energy here that I feel like it's pretty major here for you this week. A lot going on. I feel like Gemini, there definitely is a struggle. There definitely is some difficulty here. I do pick that up. Let's take a look though. Let's see what's going on here. You did pull the 10 of Pentacles here in your challenge. The challenge for you, I think, is long-term stability. I mean, we have this full moon lunar eclipse and Virgo total eclipse that'll be on the 14th, and then a Sun conjunct Saturn that will be on March 12th. So in a period of 2 days, there's a big probably heaviness around the 12th. I'm not saying this to discourage you. I'm giving you the landscape of energy here so that way you know how to best navigate it here. Because I'm not going to give you a sunshine and rainbow reading. That's just not the real world. I think here with this 10 of Pentacles being in the challenge and this lunar eclipse that's happening for you in Virgo. Now Virgo is your 4th house, which deals with this 10 of Pentacles energy, like your foundation, your home life, personal life, things going on, feeling very much probably uprooted emotionally, having to attend to things in your personal life, private life. And I think there's some good things here that you can't see yet. And I think you'll be able to look back and connect the dots here and be like, oh, I'm actually glad that happened. Or, oh, I'm actually, I'm glad that happened here. I think you'll be fine. I think you'll be fine here. So don't fear this eclipse, right? Like I said, the sun's in your 10th house. That's going to conjunct Saturn. And then that lunar eclipse will be on a few days after, which will be in your 4th house. So this 10th house, 4th house access is your work and your career, your home life, personal life, your foundation. Kind of going through some changes and some shifts at this time. And it's interesting too, because I feel like you're craving more, Gemini. You want more, Gemini. Specifically when it comes to work and career, money and stuff like that. You're definitely wanting to prosper, I'm seeing. I would just ultimately just have a strong sense of a strong foundation that provides, that nourishes you, that uplifts you, but that also allows for you to thrive too. I'm not gonna, there's nothing wrong with thriving. I think you want to fucking thrive. You pulled this solar eclipse card. It says revolution. Well, look at that. The eclipse energy is coming through the read, like I just said. But the solar eclipse that we'll have will actually be at the end of the month. And so that will be a partial solar eclipse in Aries that we're having. But this solar eclipse revolution card, the eclipse energy just in general that we're in, all this stuff is really being activated now. And I think for you, you're in a building process. This is where you're starting to really build here. And there's a new reset coming. So there's a new change coming here in your life. And your path is being redirected. And so we're gonna jump into your energy here. We're gonna jump into your actual reading, but I wanna go through the oracle cards first and connect all these dots here because there's just so much information. You pulled this don't let pride get in your way here. Yeah, Gemini, you're you're a mutable sign, so it's easy for you to adjust, to adapt, to overcome. But I think there is something here that is challenging you here a bit. I think something is challenging your sense of identity, your sense of self here. And I really want to say, yeah, don't let pride get in your way. This is a full moon in Leo. This is all about letting go of like your own, letting go of your pride, letting go of your own egos, desires, and wants of what you want it to look like, right? Or what that you're trying to hold on and control. I think the universe is doing things in such a big way for you at this time that you can't yet see, but looking back, you'll be like, oh shit, I'm actually glad that happened. So I kind of want to say don't be your own worst enemy here, Gemini. And I'm not trying to call you out, but I think, Gemini, you are going through a lot of shit. I think with the Sun conjunct Saturn that's happening this week, that's a very serious energy. And this energy squares you, right? This Pisces, Virgo energy, this squares you. So this is tension. This is challenge. When it comes to your sense of self, your identity, when it comes to your home, your foundation, personal life, and then also your career, work, like there's a lot of shifts, changes happening in this area. Because yeah, we'll go deeper here in a moment. But and I could say, you know, that full moon being in Leo, as a Leo myself, is like we can be stubborn and have a lot of pride. So just be aware of that. You pulled this diamond card. It says radiance here. Yeah, you know, what's the opposite of you, Sag? Yeah, diamonds create pressure, or pressures create diamonds, and I feel like you're feeling the pressure here. Let's jump into your reading. You did pull the Five of Pentacles here for the overall energy this week. Now, I kind of get here that this is already something that you've been going through. Like, I don't get this as something that you're like, oh my God, this is already something you've been going through. You already have a feel for what this Five of Pentacles is. There's struggle, there's tension, there's challenges, particularly in the area possibly of your stability, your resources, finances, right? And just trying to make it, Five of Pentacles, right? Trying to get out of the struggle. Three of Swords is like the harsh reality of shit, right? It's like, damn, life is unfair. And in a way, life kind of is unfair. But it can also be very fair at the same time. But I think here it's like you are experiencing that. It's like, damn, like this shit is unfair. And I think in a way it's almost triggering a part of yourself that it's like you really do feel like abandoned here by the universe, or just abandoned in general in situations, because you're not getting what it is that you want, right? Or you feel like it's just unfair, which I get it. Shit is hard right now. I think with this Ten of Pentacles being in your challenge, and then the Star card as your advice here, you know, the Ten of Pentacles, like I said, it's the Tree of Life card. So you need strong, healthy roots to produce healthy fruits, right? Ultimately, create a legacy, create something that's long-term, that's stable, that has prosperity, that's something that endures for a long time. And I think there is something here that it doesn't have to be a let go, but something's being illuminated about your purpose, your mission, your career, your home life, your stability, and you know what you're ultimately striving toward. I always say the Ten of Pentacles is the card of legacy. It's like what you leave when you leave, and trying to really create and build something that will last. And I think that's what your challenge is like trying to like figure out how to do that. And the Star card as your advice, well, for one, the Star card says expect miracles. Now I know you may hear that and be like, but with this North Node being in Pisces is about the miracles. It's about the ability to be able to trust, surrender, let go, have faith, have optimism that things will work out for you in your highest good. That's the hardest thing to do, though, when you're trying to manage a bunch of problems. It's like, fuck, it's just one thing after the other. But the things that are being purified out of your life, this full moon, lunar eclipse in Virgo on the 14th, it's like, yeah, just like let those go. Like the things that feel like that are almost impossible to manage, it's like, yeah, you gotta let that part go, because there is all this new energy with the solar eclipse revolution card that I pulled here that's about to begin when we come into that solar eclipse in Aries. And it's like we get a feel for it with this Venus and Mercury in Aries, both retrograding though this week, or both will be retrograde. And so yes, Aries is about the new thing that's happening, the new beginning, right? The ram that leaps into the distance, right? Head first, head strong. But with it being retrograde, it's like, well, which direction do I leap? And maybe I need to rethink how I do something or how I should do things. But there is that kind of like wanting to go, and that feeling of the newness that's trying to happen, but we're also closing things out with the eclipses. So the Star card says that, you know, and while we're in this energy, you know, eclipses, a lot of their fate, it's fated changes. The nodes represent fate and destiny. So it's like these fated changes that are happening that are outside of our control, but that are trying to redirect our path. And this is like where you have to like let go and surrender. It's like the things that are being purified out of your life, they're being purified out of your life. Don't look at it as like, oh, they're letting go, like I'm letting go of this, or this isn't working. It's like, no, they're being purified. So that way the new can start to enter into the space here with the Star card. But I would really say focus on your North Star here. See the bigger picture. The Star card is the universal significance of things and understanding the universal significance. And that's why when you have a very strong North Star, or a reason why you're doing something that is connected to a universal significance, right? That doesn't just deal with the mundane significance, but the universal spiritual significance of something. That's what's going to help you stay motivated and stay positive and help you get through these changes here, because you have there's such bigger things going on. And I think here you are going through a period of healing. 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, the Star card, 4 of Swords here. So I do see your emotional and spiritual well-being being rejuvenated here, but also you finding peace and stability and grace here with the 4 of Swords, and being able to, not feel that pressure as much. You have the 4 of Pentacles in the outcome position, so you're in a strong position here. And it's interesting because maybe you're taking a step back here, Gemini, to take 2 steps forward. But it's just that step back to where you're like, fuck, I gotta take this step back real quick. Right? So that way I can go 10 steps forward. And I think that's what's happening here with the 4 of Pentacles being in your outcome. It's like you're being able to obtain your objective, which is by first taking a step back to take a step forward, or 2 steps forward. You know what I'm saying? And when we have retrogrades, Venus, Mercury, that is taking steps back. And you have this Temperance card here in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of. Yeah, Temperance is all about patience while new things are trying to be integrated, and you can't force that process. It's the natural divine timing and rhythm. And speaking of natural divine time and rhythm, that is astrology. And if you look at the astrology, you will see that we're in the middle of eclipses. We have a Mercury retrograde, a Venus retrograde. Lots going on, lots changing. New things are trying to happen, but the energy is not moving forward as quickly as we want. Like there's things that we're still figuring out. Clarify this 5 of Pentacles here for the overall energy. You pulled the Moon card here. Yeah, and the Moon, I literally feel, is the lunar eclipse. That's what it looks like. Right. This turbulent period of uncertainty. And, when there is eclipse energy, it's like you can feel that subtle energy in the air, and it's kind of spooky. Or, it's like this subtle awareness that you pick up on that you can't purely identify. And so it does bring that superstition. The Moon card is superstition, but it brings that unsettled energy, that fear of uncertainty. But I don't think there's nothing to fear here. I think there's a lot going on that you're trying to figure out. But I would say, don't let your imagination run wild here. I think things will turn out better than you expect. Clarify the 3 of Swords in your current energy. You have the Star card, and you're definitely healing. I think you are healing something, Star card, 3 of Swords. Clarify the 10 of Pentacles in the challenge. You have the 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups here. Yeah, it's like you're trying to adjust to the changes. 2 of Pentacles is learning the dance of change. It tells us that life has changed, and sometimes those changes are hard. And the 6 of Cups is like what you're looking for is that safety and that comfort and that stability. But it's like, it almost kind of feels like it's not there. It's there, but it's definitely there. But I feel it's like when we go through the turbulence, it's like, oh fuck, it's like, you feel like it's not there. Clarify the 4 of Swords here in the future position. You have the Ace of Cups, which I love for 4 of Swords, Ace of Cups, because this will be recovery, love, healing, more peace, more harmony, and a blessing coming your way. It's interesting because the 4 of Swords actually prays for blessings, as you can see. And then the Ace of Cups would be the divine's blessing that is being bestowed. So it's like there's something here that's going to rejuvenate things, recover things here for you. Clarify the Star card as your advice before we go to the outcome. You pull the Queen of Wands. Yeah, and I think your advice right now, Queen of Wands, she has her heart open and fully receptive to the new, and she embraces what it is that's positive, that brings optimism, that brings joy. And so stay positive. You definitely have this. You got this, Gemini. I think you need to focus on what's the most important thing and start striving toward that. And you're definitely in this rebuilding process. I see you're in this rebuilding process, to where you're still also in energy of healing, letting go of things, but for the most part, it's all about rebuilding. And so by staying focused on what your North Star is and what's the most important thing, I think you'll be able to move through this. Clarify the 4 of Pentacles in the outcome. Yeah, you have the 4 of Wands, being able to celebrate because what you have built has come together, and what you have tried to, and what you're striving for is being obtained. And so you're able to celebrate here and be happy. clarify the Temperance. You have the Two of Wands. Yeah, Two of Wands is something to be aware of. They need to be aware of. Something you're unaware of, they need to be aware of. Two of Wands is all about being bold and self-determined, taking action on your desires. And the Temperance card is also at the same time learning how to trust the divine time in the process of things. But focus on what's going to bring the most harmony energetically, spiritually, emotionally. And let the natural integration of the change happen as well. Don't try to force things. Because what you're creating is beautiful. There's almost like there is this diamond kind of coming together here in your life. But right now it's like you feel the pressure and there's a lot of, change that you're going through, situations that you're dealing with here. And I think you're praying for a miracle. And I think, if I got to be real, I feel like it's on its way, Gemini. But it all comes down to your vibration, your attitude, and not letting pride get in the way. I almost kind of feel maybe you feel you're not in a good position, and so maybe you're afraid of what people are going to think and say or feel or judge you on. And so that could be like, the pride part getting in the way. Like, I don't want to be seen, but I think it's all right. I think it's not that big of a deal. So that's what I got for you, Gemini, in your reading. Deep read. A lot going on this week. So if you need some clarity, confirmation, guidance, direction, or if you just want to ask me any question, definitely here for you. If you want to book a reading, again, that link is down below in the description. If you're newer to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe. And if you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. Otherwise, than that, Gemini, I wish you the best, and I'll see you later.